Parent Camp is the puzzle piece that is missing in schools, listening to families.
It truly is about a safe environment for communication to exist and having it received, respected, and then given back.
Everybody's voice is always important if we're going to move this thing forward, this thing being education. We have to learn in this 21st century that that the way it's always been done is not necessarily the way that it's going to be done.
Fun facts about Delaware is we are a state full of very individual school districts that take immense pride in their local community. Coming out of COVID, the governor put out an initiative as where are we engaging with our families, that we found that the engagement with families had to be changed and thought differently, and what are we doing to help as a state to support our local education agencies on their ability and opportunity to engage with families. He used his federal ESSER relief funds to put towards parent-family engagement.
I think for me, one of my main expectations for Parent Camp was really lifting parent voice. Most of our family engagement events were led by staff or other experts coming in and speaking too. So what I liked about Parent Camp was that you were just a facilitator and parents were the ones doing the talking.
They're not being presented to by an expert, but their experiences make them the experts of their lives that then enhance the value of others' experiences. And when you have that human connection and the barriers are gone, it really allows for, and I think a lot of our parents are looking to be validated of their feelings.
Because I think a lot of times as parents, as community members, you're dealing with a situation and you're like, I must be the only one going through this. And then you sit in front of a circle of people and you're like, wow, this is everyone. Everyone's dealing with the same things that I'm going through. We're all kind of going through this together. I think that's the community aspect of it. It's like Parent Camp is a community and we're in it together.
So our diversity of our students just expands and expands, which really allows a breadth of expert experiences from all of those worlds coming into one room, and knowing that there are times when there's unifying thoughts and feelings and fears that unifies them all, no matter who they are and where they come from. And that's what Parent Camp provides, that verbal hug that allows everybody to feel embraced in that moment.
I think one of the biggest things that Parent Camp has brought to Odyssey is a true connection between our parents and our community, and definitely our staff. I think it's a great way for staff to really recognize that there's a different way to be able to connect with parents.
This is where the mushy, gushy stuff is. This is the feels part of education. These are the things that I can tell you will inherently improve attendance of both your adult learners, your teachers, and your students. This is going to improve your connection with families. But the reality is that because we are so data-driven, in order to ensure funding continues to go through, how do we quantify the feels?
When you're going to a traditional parent-teacher conference, we're, in my opinion, aren't really connecting with parents. We're not really hearing them. Whereas when they come to Parent Camp, we're sitting in a circle, everybody's facing one another. There's nobody standing behind a podium. We are all equals.
100% connection every time there's a parent camp. That there isn't somebody who doesn't walk away from that feeling that they weren't heard or felt on any level.
The involvement of the parents, once they all came together and saw us all there together and what was really happening and what we were trying to do, it's like a light came on and they really feel, I think, invested, and they show that by coming back and showing up in the numbers that they come back, or that they came back and they showed up in.
The last 4 schools that we trained and brought on happened organically because of communications or visits to existing parent camps.
I've had 2 or 3 principals reach out to me asking me about Parent Camp and how they can get in touch with someone to bring it to their school.
My hope is that we continue to be creative in our funding sources to provide this as opportunities for schools.
I would say to administrators, you need to give this a chance. You need to make this investment because it's really impactful. It's really going to make a difference knowing that at least their voice got heard, if anything else, and then to see 1 or 2 changes that come out of this. I think that's what's going to take this to another level.
Nationally speaking, I think Parent Camp could be one of those opportunities that becomes a hub resource through US Ed.
It allows parents to have the voice to tell us what they need so that together we can give their students the best possible educational career we can.
To me, that is the most awe-striking thing about these moments, is that no one's walking out with anything that they can put on a shelf. There's no sticker, there's no banner, there's no certificate, there's no trophy. It's all in here. And that to me is phenomenal. You know, it's like going to a festival of music. You have been filled with the energy of the music and the words and the people you shared that moment with, right? To me, that's what's really special and unique about that.